What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? It's y'all boy, Battle Rap Chuck, 92. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe, man, on the real. Now, I got a couple of things, you know what I'm saying, like I want to talk about. And I'm going to actually be, as far as like what I'm going to be talking about, it's going to go right into the other thing that I want to talk about. First off, okay, I'm not even going to hold y'all. I wasn't able to even catch like the whole like RBE event. I seen Bad News versus Pain. I like Pain, bro. Pain is dope. I like Pain. I seen Big K versus A Ward. I seen Rosenberg Raw versus Jag. But the thing with Rosenberg Raw versus Jag, I was in and out with it. So I definitely want to see that again. I only really seen a little bit of the B Magic versus Coach Coleon. So, you know, like and then as far as Ill Will and Hollow, I couldn't see that battle. I'm kind of mad I didn't get a chance to see that. But let's just talk about like this Big K versus like A Ward. Hey, like I've been like up in like this battle rap like game, you know what I'm saying, for so long. As far as like with me just like looking at it, it's like crazy how things just happen in patterns. You feel me? But like the first round, bro, you know, I like how A Ward started the battle off. It just wasn't enough as far as like what Big K brought to the table. Big K had like a shotgun hiding under the table some damn where. Big K like went off to the point where it just overdid A Ward first round. And then when you like look at these battles, like when you look at like certain battles, that one dude did good, but the other dude just did better every round to the point where it's just not even fair. It's kind of like what maybe a Daylight did to Tay-Rock, but I do kind of feel like Tay-Rock kind of had like a better, I don't know, like I might be tripping, but it seemed like Tay-Rock was kind of more of talking up in that round more than like Daylight was. Daylight did have better bars, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, when I go back and I watch that, Daylight did get it, but it don't make Rock look crazy though, you feel me? It don't make him look crazy at all. It don't make Rock look crazy. So with this battle right here with Big K, I feel like A Ward did good every round, but Big K just outdid him. But this just goes back to like what I actually said like earlier at the times about like A Ward. I'm like, you will be that person. It's crazy because I have a whole lot to say about this. I said you will be that one person where everybody do like you. Everybody like you. They like your rebuttals. They like your freestyle. But then when your life is on the line, no matter how much you end up bringing to that table, you're going to have people all of a sudden just switch up on you now. Geechee Gotti is going through that right now. But of course, Geechee Gotti is way more of a bitter, like he's just a bigger battler than A Ward, period. Easy to Block Captain haven't experienced it yet. And what I mean by that is when your life is just on the line and you go up in there and you feel like you give your best material. You feel like that you give the same type of material that you always give when you battle. It's just that day, these fans just gonna want more than what you think. And all of a sudden, it just like they just wipe you out. They just wipe you out all of a sudden. They wipe you out. So when you like look at as far as just like Big K not nothing to mess with. he not he not nothing to mess with, especially like when he like lock, like you know when he like locking in on you. He ready to get you up out of here. But it's crazy how like when A Ward go against, and I'm just being real, when he goes against like a black type battler, like a black battler, you know what I'm saying? You know, you per se. It's like every time when a black rapper goes against A Ward, it's like a hand clap. Like, yeah. Charlie Clips didn't use the race angle. Ill Will didn't use the race angle. Cool. They didn't use the race angle. But good job, though. But then when it's time for the white rappers to actually say something to A Ward, then you guys want to accept it. And this is not A Ward's fault. This is not, you know what I'm saying, like, this is not the Big K's fault. No, this is not their fault at all. It's just that when it comes to, like, black and black, we just be like, oh, man, that was a dope round. But you know what, though? I got to give Ill Will his credit. I got to give such and such his credit because he didn't use no race angle. That's what kind of, like, kills me. So, even going into the second round, dog, Big K wiped the floor with him in the second round, and he wiped the floor with him in the third round. And for Big K, it's like when you went to your first shooting, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You went outside, you know what I'm saying, with your cousin. And he was like, I went outside, you know what I'm saying? And I closed my eyes and I started busting on something. Like, it just couldn't match as far as just like what Big K was doing, bro. A Ward wasn't able to like match that. You know what I'm saying? To me, A Ward is actually kind of like a good angler. Like, I do like A Ward angles, man, but you know, sometimes, you know what I'm saying, you got to just bring more to the table, and sometimes you just got to just realize and just understand, you know what I'm saying, like, you gonna walk through that fire, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, like, whether you like it or not. And if y'all think A Ward is gonna repeatedly have, like, you know what I'm saying, like, the same type of, like, year, it's not gonna happen, bro. I'm letting y'all know that right now. A Ward is not gonna have the same type of year. He's just not. So, like, when I like look at like this whole thing as far as just like, you know what I'm saying, like with like Big K, do I feel like Big K deserve, like, you know what I'm saying, like more plates? I would say yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying, I know Big K kind of went through a situation to where people was kind of like on like his head because he wasn't like, because people looked at him like his rounds was too short. People looked at him like, okay, he doesn't really come prepared, and he just do this and then do that and then go home. You can't say that. You can't say that with this damn battle. I tell you that. You won't be able to use that same type of, you know what I'm saying? You won't be able to use that same damn excuse. You just won't be. Sorry, you know what I'm saying? Sorry to say. You won't be able to use that again. But as far as like this round though, the second round, Big K wiped the floor with him, bro. And then the third round, Big K definitely got him up out of here. So A Ward has to deal with this whole year as far as just like with the odds against him, because he ain't gonna have the same type of year he been having. But see, what I also told people though about A Ward, I said it's just something about A Ward that A Ward just don't do it for me. I always felt this way about A Ward. Hell, I felt like Rosenberg Raw beat A Ward. I did. I really, really did, bro. And I just feel like it's debatable with him and Ill Will. That's a very, 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 very debatable battle, bro. That is a very damn like debatable battle. If you like really, really watch the Ill Will and A Ward. But I was telling people like what I don't feel about A Ward. Like I just don't be feeling it. And just like I said, this is not the down A Ward, but I remember like when we were just, I had like two of my people, like, you know what I'm saying, we just sitting there like watching battles, and they kind of feeling the same way. Like, no, I don't like him. And I'm like, yeah, I feel the same way. I'm like, but you can't tell these other fans that, because they really do like A Ward and salute to A Ward, because A Ward got a like his fan base. His fan base is dope. His fan base is dope, bro. You know what I mean? But Big K definitely won that battle 3-0, dog. Big K wiped the floor with him, dog. And whether y'all like it or not, I told people this a long time ago too. Big K is like one of my like best punchers, bro. To me, it's Big K. And I know people gonna throw Rum Nitty up in there, but see, Rum Nitty is more of like a setup writer, and then he'll punch you hard as hell at the end. But I'll say Big K and Rum Nitty. And at times, dog, it's not even at times. I always felt like Big K was better than Nav. I always felt like that, bro. I always felt like Big K was better than Nav. And do you know what Big K could say to Av right now, dog? See, the question is, we know. Like I'm saying, the question is not, can these, like, you know, can we see Big K and Av? The question is, do Av really want to see Big K? That's the, you know what I'm saying, that's the question. Because Big K could say a lot of goddamn shit to Av, man. It's not even funny. But other than that, dog, A-War won his battle 3-0. And at the end of the day, me being the type of person to where you could like pay $50 for an event, I don't mind at all paying $50 for an event. At all, bro. I don't mind paying $50 an hour for an event. But I definitely mind paying $8 on the app. And it ain't no live events. It ain't no, like, it ain't none of that going on. And see, like, this is like where it's like questionable. This is like where I kind of like question as far as like the stuff, as far as like what's going on with like URL, bro. This is like just kind of like where like I question it, because it's just like, are y'all just doing this because it's like, oh yeah, hey, it's for free, it's for free. But then at the same time, y'all could be damn near like talking to the wrong one. Because I'm the type of person where I just grew up as far as just like not getting nothing free. That's just how I was raised. That's just how I like look at things. So if people just want to just sit here and just be like, oh, well, you know, like, oh, you know, I could get it for free. You got certain people like where they was complaining as far as paying for it. Now the fact that caffeine is free or whatever the case might be, and it's not gonna be no more caffeine. Now you got just people tripping. Then when you go back to the pay-per-views, all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, them same people don't want to pay for no more because you went from pay-per-view to free. Now kind of make it complicated for y'all to go back to pay-per-views. Well, it might not be that complicated. The only reason why it could be complicated is because all you owners up in there that's up in like the URL, you guys all got to come to an agreement. You know what I'm saying? For it to happen. But I'm not even gonna hold you, dog. I low key missed the pay-per-view days. I really do. I low key, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, like, cause when you like look at that, when you like look at like the pay-per-views, you just didn't really mind paying $50 because it's not like it was battles just going down every like 2 weeks. So what if we have to pay $50? Okay, cool. That's the only way. I'm saying, like, that's the only way how we gonna see the event live. Because like when you give us like the caffeine stuff, what comes with it? Only for 2 years we have gotten free stuff as far as people going live doing gnomes and summer madnesses. But see, now you're dealing with like the light works that we don't really care about no more, since people want to all of a sudden start choking on there. You got like little stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You got prime time on Wednesdays. I've been stopped looking at prime time because don't nothing really be on prime time. It don't really be nothing on prime time, dog. When prime time first came around, prime time was popping. Prime time was cool with Jay Black and all them. But as far as like now, ain't nothing really going on. Ain't nothing going on but the upcoming battle that's on February 18th. And that's not even live. And we don't even know if it's going to be a March one live. We're not sure about that. So the only reason like why I brought up as far as like the RBE thing is because if RBE continue to have cards like this and continue to do what they do, man, I ain't gonna mind paying as far as to watch no pay-per-view. It is what it is. you ain't talking, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't talking to no broke motherfucker. Nah, you ain't talking to no broke you know what I'm saying? You're not talking to no broke person. So at the end of the day, hey, if $50 got to get paid for, hey, I'm here to support. It is what it is. It is what it is. Like, as far as like the Cassidy and Hitman holla card, it was certain things that you know what I'm saying, that I didn't really like up in like certain battles. And I'm like, this card was alright. But I didn't have it up in my mind like, man, I ain't never paying for an RBE event again. Nah, because I can also say that about URL. You know how many like bad events URL had? Don't get me started with that Vegas event. Oh my God. You have, you know what I'm saying, like you have, you know what I'm saying, good fights, you have bad fights. That's just how I go at the end of the day. So if ARP just keep doing what they doing, dog, I'm always willing to support. It is what it is. I'm willing, you know what I'm saying, like I'm willing to support and see what's up and see what's, you know what I'm saying, like, and see what's going on. But as far as like the only thing that I struggle with as far as like with RBE, I'm like, well, damn, I'm like, usually when I order stuff as far as for RBE, I usually be like on a computer. But man, I was ripping and running that day, doing a whole, man, like doing anything and everything. Going to cousins' events and all this other stuff. So I had to figure out how to take care of all that on my phone. Because RBE events just work better, you know what I'm saying, like if I'm on a computer and if I'm just sitting back watching it. But other than that, hey, when RBE start throwing something, hey, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it at the end of the day. Because when they be like, oh yeah, this is for free, all y'all people that's battle rap fans, if y'all gonna be sitting here complaining about the $50 or whatever, yeah, we understand. Okay, some of the events don't be good or whatever. We understand that. But like, just look at some of the battlers that have not been prepared on some of these events. A lot of battle rappers that like to choke, and a lot of them battle rappers that be choking, all of a sudden you don't be seeing them on them big cards like you used to. You don't. So salute to RBE, dog, because at the end of the day, dog, when I watched Big K versus A Ward, they made me look at it like, man, would nobody mind paying for this? That's how they made me like look at it. But sometimes when you go to the URL app, sometimes you can just be like, okay, what in the F is this? Okay, we didn't even know Charlie Clips battle such and such. We didn't even know because it's on the app. But that's all I want to say, man. But salute to Big K. Salute to A Ward. But like I said, A Ward is going to have a different year, bro. A Ward is going to have a different year. This year is going to be more challenging for him. I'm pretty sure he knew that. But hey, it ain't nothing like when you really, really for real experienced it, instead of you looking at it like, oh yeah, I know what's coming. When it comes, you be like, damn. But that's what you're saying. But that's what I mainly like want to speak on, man. But salute to Big K. Salute to A Ward though, man. This y'all boy Battle Rap Chuck 92. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe. And RBE, I most definitely as far as ARP, man, I most definitely appreciate it, you know what I'm saying, like his podcast, man, because this podcast is real dope, man. Y'all should really tune into that. But salute to him. All right, gone.